The subject of our video today is Adam Smith, another one of the greatest men of all time. He's probably the most important person in the history of economics. He explained why a market economy with free trade is the best way of making people richer. He was born in 1723 in Scotland. At school he did extremely well, and he went to university when he was only 14 years old. First at Glasgow, then at Oxford. After his studies were complete, he became a professor himself. He taught at the University of Edinburgh first, and while there he met the famous philosopher David Hume. They became friends, and from their discussions, Smith came up with the ideas that would be in his first book, The Theory of Moral Sentiments. This book is less well known than his later one. In this first book, he talks about morality and how people should behave towards each other. His next book is what he's most famous for, however. It took him 9 years to write, but in 1776, the same year as American independence, he finally finished it. It was called The Wealth of Nations. It didn't talk about morality this time, but economics. At the time, the normal view of economics was that how rich a country was meant the same as how much gold it had. Countries wanted to have as many exports as possible and as few imports as possible. This meant that other people would be paying you for your products, but you wouldn't be paying them for theirs. If this continued, you would slowly start to get more and more gold. However, Adam Smith thought this idea was wrong. He said that in trade, in an exchange, both people win. Both people must be happy with the trade, otherwise they wouldn't do it at all. Nobody buys or sells anything if they think they'll lose money. In a free trade, both people want what the other person has more than the thing that they have. If they trade, they are therefore both happy. For example, if someone wants to buy some bread, they go to the bread shop. The bread shop wants that person's money, and the person wants bread. They trade bread for money, and both people are happy. Adam Smith saw that trade and business was what made a country rich and happy, not how much gold the country had. He said that self-interest, or trying to get what you want, is the best thing for society. Instead of trying to force people to be good to each other, all you have to do is have a free market. You need a free market as well as good laws and lots of competition. If a business wants to make money, they have to give people something they want. If the business tries to sell the customer something bad, the customer will go somewhere else and buy from another shop. However, if the business does want to make money, they have to be the best. They have to give their customers a good product at a good price. Adam Smith realized that if there's a competitive free market, businesses will give their customers a good product at a good price. This isn't because the business is kind or because they love their customers, but because it's good for business. A good product means customers come back. A bad product means the customers go somewhere else. Adam Smith said that self-interest is not bad. A business wanting to make money is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. If there's lots of competition, and the business has to compete with other businesses, then the customer will get a good product. In this system, we don't have to do anything, and the world gets better all around us. Every year, everything gets better. Phones get better, TVs get better, computers get better. And all because businesses are competing to sell us things. Free trade and free markets will not create chaos. In fact, they will create a rich and happy society. You don't need a king or a government to control everything. All you need to do is have freedom and let the market work. Of course, without competition and good laws, this won't happen. With a monopoly and no rule of law, this system won't work. But if you do have these things, competition, law, and free markets, you can create a rich society. Also, don't get angry at me if you don't agree. This is just what Adam Smith said.